Do you want to start a dropshipping business in 2021? Well, the truth is the landscape is very different to what it was a few years ago. How everything is different. And if you don't understand how the rules have fundamentally changed and what you need to do to successfully build and scale an online business, you're going to get hit with failed product launches and a lot of disappointment. Today, I'm going to run through 9 of the most important things you need to understand before you start your dropshipping journey to give yourself the best chance for success. Keen? Let's go. Let's start with the 2 things I hear a hell of a lot. Dropshipping is dead, and you are going to make millions overnight. Both are absolute rubbish. Dropshipping is definitely not dead. The business model has been around for years and will continue because it makes sense. It allows you to avoid holding stock and having a warehouse or supplier simply fulfill your orders for you. What is dead is the lazy way of doing dropshipping, where you have a general store, you slap some products on, you run some ads, and that's that. With the amount of competition online today, that is simply not an option. You need to offer the best user experience and the best client experience and make sure your products are of the highest quality. That doesn't mean dropshipping is dead, it's just more complicated. And secondly is that you'll get rich overnight. Dropshipping takes time. At the end of the day, if you want to be able to handle hundreds of orders per day, you need to have a good relationship with your supplier. Things like that do not happen overnight. And also, if you are launching a brand new site and you do not have enough funds to build an extremely aggressive ad strategy, there's no way you are going to generate hundreds of orders within the first week. Unfortunately, a lot of these YouTube challenges, as exciting as they are to watch, give a bit of a false depiction about how quickly you can grow and scale a business. And also keeping in mind that every business is unique. Some businesses will take longer to scale because the product needs more time to mature in the market, or you need time for your advertising strategy to give you the proper results. The next thing I need you to understand that it is virtually impossible to start a dropshipping business with zero capital. At the end of the day, if you are starting out, you will not be getting organic traffic as your site is brand new. The only way you're going to be able to get people to your site is through advertising, whether it be via influencers, Google ads, or Facebook marketing. Also, if your PayPal account is brand new, I can almost guarantee you that some of your funds will be held at some point. So you will need capital in order to be able to float the orders till your funds are released. Despite all the videos you'll see on YouTube claiming they were able to start a successful dropshipping business with no money, it is virtually impossible. Which brings me to my next point. You unfortunately will have chargebacks on your account and unhappy clients. No matter how good a service you try to offer or how quickly you aim to get your products to the client, things will go wrong. And you need to prepare yourself how you are going to handle disgruntled customers. At the end of the day, customer satisfaction is the most important. But you need to be aware that not everyone is going to be happy, and prepare an approach to handle it in a manner that is sustainable and not soul destroying at the same time. Number 4, you cannot rely on Aliexpress forever. Aliexpress is an extremely popular website for dropshippers to source products and fulfill orders. There's many plugins that integrate directly into WooCommerce and Shopify to do so. But the problem is that when you are ready to grow and scale your business, you need to start building direct relationships either with an agent, with the supplier, with the manufacturer, or with a correspondent closer to where your product is being manufactured. You are going to do this to improve your delivery times, reduce your costs, and ultimately scale your business. Aliexpress is a great place to source new products and to test strategies. But once you found a winning product and you're ready to grow and scale, you will need to step away. Original content is king. I cannot stress this enough. And listen, I understand if you're wanting to just test a product first and you don't necessarily want to wait for it to arrive, go ahead and use the visuals that's available. Obviously try source the highest quality images and videos. But the second you have validated your business model, in other words, you have made sure that you have orders, that the ads you have running are converting, that people actually do want your products and are prepared to spend what you're advertising it for, get the product to you as quickly as you can, get professional photos taken, get professional videos taken, and I promise you it will elevate your business, your marketing level, and your sales to the next level. Next is general store versus one product store. And I personally believe you need both. Let me explain. When you start your dropshipping journey, the reality is you're going to have to test a lot of different products. And as much as a one product store is more branded, it is more to the point, it is more call to action orientated. If you're going to have to go do one product stores and do one website for each, you're going to be spending a lot of money on your development and a lot of time building those individual sites. For example, my very first dropshipping products was actually a pet bed, and it was by no means profitable. But it was for me to test out my advertising strategy, to test out utilizing other people to develop graphics and adverts. And it was an expensive but a valuable lesson in that sense. But the biggest waste for me was the amount of time I spent building a one-page website. So the next time I created a general store so that I could go and test 2 or 3 products simultaneously. The moment I had one of those pop off, I went ahead and then invested that time and money into building a branded one product store for that product that I really knew was successful. And yes, the second I did that, conversions increased. I was able to generate more sales. But I would have wasted so much more time by building all of these individual websites instead of testing it on a general store and then using those findings to decide which products are worth investing the time into. If you're going to become a successful dropshipper, you need to understand that you are going to become a bit of a digital marketing manager. For those of you who don't know, I've owned my own marketing agency for the last 11 years, and that has helped me tremendously on my dropshipping journey. Now, I'm not saying you need to come from this type of background to be successful, but you need to be open to the idea that you are going to have to learn at least a little bit of all of these different aspects in order to make successful calls for your business. Also, in the beginning, you are going to want to keep your costs as low as possible. And there are great resources like Canva where you can go do some of your design work for free, which saves you from having to pay someone on Fiverr or a graphic designer to do some of the stuff. You also need to learn to read your analytics and data so that you can make better decisions. For example, checking whether Facebook or Instagram, which one of them bring in more people, which of those convert more, which has the lowest cost per conversion. All of this information is going to be daunting in the beginning because it's brand new, but there is such a wealth of information available online, and I do really hope you prepare yourself to learn a lot on your dropshipping journey because it will be invaluable to your success. Next is about scaling your business. It is going to take time to find a winning product and a winning advertising strategy. But once you do, you need to understand that the scaling process is not as quick as some of the YouTube videos might depict. You cannot go from a couple of hundred to a couple of thousand sales overnight because, in all honesty, your infrastructure probably won't allow for it. What are your current delivery times? Can you improve on them? What is your relationship like with your supplier? What will happen if there is an increase in orders? Will you get a reduced cost per sales? Will they still be able to handle that amount of volume? All of these aspects need to be considered. When you get to the point of scaling, which in all honesty is one of the most exciting parts of dropshipping, you need to understand that that is a process in itself and will take time. And as long as you keep in mind your client satisfaction is of paramount importance, and to constantly always build and improve on your relationship with your supplier, you'll be able to scale successfully. Lastly, this goes without saying considering everything I've already said, but I do want to make it clear. Dropshipping and the whole dropshipping business model is not something that you get to invest a couple of hours in over the course of a few weeks, build it up to a point where it is running and generating orders, and then you get to leave it and just make millions in your sleep. It doesn't work that way. Dropshipping is still a business, and all business does require work. And yes, you can grow the business to the point where you automate a lot of it, where you can go and outsource your client communication, where you can go outsource your support aspect, where you can outsource your warehousing, you can outsource your delivering. But I promise you, if you do not keep a thumb on all of those operations, what is a successful business will very soon run into the ground. Invest in your dropshipping business in terms of time, dedication, and at times money. And I promise you, if you keep at it, you will reap the rewards. Well, that's my 9 most important things I think you should know about dropshipping. I do love the dropshipping model, and I do think it's an amazing opportunity for people to generate income and build businesses around the world. But I do want you to understand, as long as you put the time, effort, and energy in, you can make a success of it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It does wonders for the channel. If this is the type of content you enjoy, everything from crypto to e-commerce and all the online hustles in between, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.